With people barely hanging on financially, to the point that many are struggling to afford purchasing basic necessities such as groceries, let alone retail and luxury goods, the trucking industry is taking a hit. Overall freight demand has declined, which is causing many companies to shift their priorities to cutting costs, whereas the past few years have been defined by scaling businesses and chasing profits. Over the course of this video, we're going to do a deep dive into what some of the executives of leading trucking companies are expecting, as well as some of the massive layoffs that have already occurred. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video, as it may help you better understand for the upcoming months of economic turmoil, and if you want to keep up to date with the world of trucking, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the like button on this video. Alright, let's get into it. One of the most notable layoffs to occur recently happened within C.H. Robinson. This company is an American Fortune 200 provider of both multimodal transportation and third-party logistics. They are very key players in the trucking industry, as in 2021, they were ranked the 5th largest third-party logistics company in the United States based on their gross revenue. However, after recent quarterly updates were announced, that revenue isn't looking as sturdy. The CEO of the company had been warning of a decelerating demand and recently issued a statement saying, "We're now seeing those expectations play out, and with slowing freight demand and price declines in both freight forwarding and surface transportation markets." Shortly after that call, C.H. Robinson announced that roughly 650 employees had been laid off. This comes at the same time the company said it's pursuing a $150 million annual cost-saving plan. The CEO said in response to the layoffs, "We got ahead of ourselves in terms of headcount," and that he did not forecast truckload demand declining as rapidly as it did, as well as spot market and contract rates deflating considerably. Derek Leathers, the CEO of Werner, another giant in the trucking industry with over 8,000 trucks and 13,000 employees, echoes these remarks and thinks that demand has peaked. Despite the challenges, the company is stressing its resiliency. However, this could just be a play to keep shareholders from panicking. John Steele, the CFO of Werner, has said that the company does not have current plans for layoffs, but that they do need to be careful with hiring new staff. Another major player in the field, Knight-Swift Transportation, who is the 5th largest carrier in America, is also noticing the impending financial issues. Back in the spring, the company's chief financial officer, Adam Miller, said that they were, quote, "seeing sub-seasonal demand as we come towards the end of 2022, meaning this year is not looking as good as last year." The important thing to note is that these are all major companies, meaning they have the most protection from economic downturns, seeing as they have greater revenues, more assets, and quite often more ease finding subsidies and lending to supplement any financial issues. Other companies are having much more aggressive responses to these times, like UFI, a furniture company that laid off 2,700 employees by text in the middle of the night just days before Thanksgiving. The company has said that they will pay their drivers for the balance of the week, but that any of them with loads need to, quote, "immediately return equipment, inventory, and delivery documents." A former employee of UFI is claiming the manufacturer out of Mississippi violated federal law by failing to give 60 days notice to its abrupt shutdown to these 2,700 employees and drivers who found themselves without jobs and no heads up. Some of these employees have launched a class action complaint that the company violated the Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act, also known as the WARN Act, by not providing at least 60 days written notice of a pending closure. Another company, Freyon Logistics, is in hot water and currently filing for bankruptcy. Some employees have been recently protesting in hopes of getting their unpaid wages. One driver even told a local news station, "I have a couple colleagues that haven't been paid in over a few good weeks, even months. It's been over $12,000 and $16,000 that have been owed. As for myself, I'm owed $2,000. I need that money to pay my bills, take care of the stuff at home." Videos have even surfaced of disgruntled employees gathering around the Freyon Logistics building. A manager for the company also told a reporter, "The income goes down and the cost goes up, and people don't understand, the drivers don't understand." To which I say, you know what drivers understand? I do work, I get paid. That's all that needs to be understood. It is on the business to figure out solutions to financial issues before the bank account hits zero, and if they don't have the money to pay their employees, then they don't continue operating. Although these shockwaves haven't just been felt by the trucking companies. Even tech startups are starting to feel the pressure from the economic uncertainty. Specifically, a Seattle-based trucking marketplace startup named Convoy which was founded in 2015 and backed by the likes of Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. Convoy's software automates transactions between trucking companies and shippers. Its network has more than 400,000 trucks and a roster of shippers including Home Depot, Procter & Gamble, and Unilever. The CEO of the company, Dan Lewis, sent an email to staff describing a quote, reorganization and resource realignment, which is paperwork language for we don't have enough money and need to align you with unemployment. This is now the second time this year that the company has issued mass layoffs. Lewis wrote, quote, in an environment like this, companies that embrace change as the new normal and build resilience will be the winners in the years to come. Now, is it just me, or is everyone who is saying we must embrace the new normal also the same people that aren't disaffected by the new normal? In other words, the people that can still afford to put food on their dinner table. He went on to say, we need to embrace change and stay ever resilient. Our customers are looking for partners to help them do so as well. No spokesperson for Convoy has told the media the number of employees that have been laid off after several former Convoy employees based in both Seattle and Atlanta posted on LinkedIn that they were let go. As mentioned earlier, this is the second round of layoffs for Convoy this year, considering in the summer the company cut 7% of its workforce. While these are just examples of mass layoffs in the trucking industry, it would seem that no one is safe. Even the retail giant Amazon is rumored to be in the process of firing a large number of employees, roughly 10,000 of them. This is a relatively small hit to their workforce, considering Amazon has 1.5 million employees globally, but it is also a sign that even the richest companies on the planet are starting to struggle. Other companies like Meta, formerly known as Facebook, said it would be laying off 11,000 people, which is a much larger share of their workforce, 13% to be exact, and even Elon Musk, the new Twitter CEO, slashed the company's workforce in half this month. It doesn't seem like the economy is on a path to provide prosperity for the common folk of any industry, and it might be time for all of us to start thinking about how we can keep our heads above water during these trying times. So we'd love to hear your financial tips and tricks in the comments below. All insights are much appreciated and could make a major difference in someone else's career and life. Also, don't forget to subscribe to keep up with new content, and we'll catch you next time.